Today on the channel, we get upside down once again with the Target exclusive Stranger Things Masters of the Universe crossover with Hordak and Hellfire Man.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Stranger Things crossover event of a generation. In today's video, we're unboxing the Target exclusive Hordak and Hellfire Man. But for all your Target exclusive needs, probably better hit up Target. But for everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And Hordak and Hellfire Man, the latest and greatest in this waves of Masters Stranger Things crossover Target exclusives. This is the third set, and we will compare them to the other ones later on in this very video here. But of course, this video here, we're going to do it like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And beautiful packaging on these, like the dual nature. You flip them around, the upside down, doing a little play on the show there, looking very good. Hordak, one of the baddest of the bad, and Hellfire Man, apparently one of the goodest of the good. He is a good guy, technically. And we know the Hellfire Man from the Hellfire Club t-shirts that are worn on Stranger Things. And he isn't a character in the show, but who knows? There's still time, I guess. He could be in the final season once all the other episodes do drop. We'll see what ends up happening there. Modern posing, retro play, 6 and up, you 5-year-olds, you can't handle this set. I know it looks like you might be able to, but trust me, you can. It says right there, 6 and up on this one. But looking good in the packaging department. I love how you can kind of flip both sides there. I guess you can display it this way or this way. Choose your own display adventure. It's your figure after all. You got Hordak on the side, looking interesting. And then you got to flip the packaging over here to see old Hellfire Man, looking pretty good. Jibber jabber down low, nothing good going on there, nothing good on the top. But on the back, there it is, some of that beautiful master style artwork and Masters universe, obviously side by side of the Stranger Things universe back in the day. It's set in the early 80s. This is from the early 80s, He-Man and the Masters universe. Playing all the hits, as one may say, but beautiful artwork on the back here. Does say Upside Down Eternia. Hordak invades the Upside Down in his quest to dominate every realm. He did not expect the living embodiment of the Hellfire Club, Hellfire Man, to defend the Upside Down from evil intruders. Nobody expected that. Nobody at all. Very cool. And does say put Hellfire Sword or Mace of Fate into hand, twist into powerful battle positions. Of course. Well, why wouldn't we? But let's get them out of the package. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Now, this just hit store shelves November 30th. Here I am filming this on December 1st. So if you're like me, you can probably head to your local Target and find this bad boy chilling on the shelf. See you later. Goodbye. Got the double plastic prison, double twist ties. Look at this. Look at this. But I'm going to take it offline, get all these twist ties out. We'll be back with Hellfire Man and Hordak. All right, let's get down to business. Let's start off with Hordak. That's the easy one. That's the one we've seen a lot, and it'll be a little less talk with Hordak than Hellfire Man, which came with quite the loadout, as you can imagine. But we're going to start with the extras here with Hordak. We get one of his little dragon creatures. We'll call it a dragon creature. First time in the line right here, looking pretty good. Got the head of Hordak on this bat, looking very nice. No articulation of any kind. However, you can tell by this, it is glow-in-the-dark plastic. So you know me, a sucker for translucent, a sucker for glow-in-the-dark, and that's what we got right here, a little glow-in-the-dark friend for Hordak. Now, diving into Hordak himself, the glow-in-the-dark hits continue into the head sculpt. Now, Hordak we've seen many times in the Origins line. We've had like 4 or 5 different Hordaks, I think, by now. This one, though, a little bit different. A little bit darker imagery on this one. And I guess if he's in the Upside Down, there's a lot of trouble here with him. But he does got the glow-in-the-dark head sculpt here. That is a big difference between him and other varieties. And you got to do something to make this a little different. But it's our standard Hordak head. Got the red eyes, red teeth, but glow-in-the-dark. Got the hood cowl around him as well, looking very good. But it is Hordak. We know who this is at the end of the day. Now the body, your typical Hordak, you got the arm bracer there with repping the Horde in the front there. He's got, of course, the title belt down here. I don't know if he's ever defended this. This could just be a vanity project, Todd McFarlane. I'm not sure exactly if he's won this belt anywhere or defended it anywhere. We'll have to look that up. Add that to the to-do list there. We got all black skin tone on this one, where in the past we've seen him in kind of a blue color, and I guess I should walk that back a little bit as he's mostly black, but you got a little bit of blue piping in. When you look at it straight on, it looks like he's all black, but you look close, you get like a little bit of blue, almost a little bit of translucent plastic in there. So a little extra detail on this Hordak than meets the eye like a young Transformers once upon a time. But I do like that. He does got the Eternia loincloth down here in black as well. Got those standard Hordak boots with the Horde logo. Got the Horde feet down here. You can't mess those Hordak feet. Looking very nice. 2 hitchhiking hands, no extra accessories at all with this Hordak. A little bit of an afterthought. He is repping Cape season, which we're currently in the midst of Cape season. It could be winter coat season around here. Just got a foot of snow. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But he does got the cape rocking here with the plastic cape in red. Looking pretty nice, but I really like this one a little bit more, and I just realizing the blue. You have to look for it a little bit, but once you see it, you like can't unsee it. It's one of those things. But a good looking Hordak, no problems with this one here, but not necessarily probably the star of the show of this 2-pack here, but a very cool Hordak, and I like that it is different than some of the others because they could have just swapped a different one that we've had already in there and called it a game. They did not do that. But Hellfire Man, there's obviously a lot of reuse, but there's a lot of new stuff here with the accessory department. First thing is we get an extra set of hands. He's got the heavy metal hands. He's throwing up the horns right there. Like a young Ronnie James Dio once upon a time. All in red there, but cool to see this. You know you got to use this for this guy here. Now getting into the weapons, we got the Sword of Doom. So we got this sword. We've seen this sword in the past. Not a sword we see a lot. It's not like the power sword, but we've seen this one in the past. And we get a flame effect, and you can have flame on, flame off, choose your own flame adventure, but it does fit right over the top of there. Gonna have to display it this way. It does make it a little heavier, of course, for his hands, but Hellfire Man, Hellfire Club, they gotta have a Hellfire sword, and we got that right here. More translucent plastic, you know I'm here for that. We do get a mace here. He's going to swing this around. I like the attention to detail as he's got the Dungeons and Dragons style dice going on here. Obviously Hellfire Club dice. Looking very good, all in silver. You do got the bottom part here, which also has some spikes and daggers on it you can use as a weapon, but nice effect piece, a nice touch to this one as far as the accessories go, fitting into this line that they've done since the get-go of this sub-line for the Masters Universe and Stranger Things, if you want to call it that. But looking good there. And the one I'm excited about, this is pretty darn cool. He does got a guitar. You got the whammy bar on it. You got the horns. It's a crazy looking guitar. Is this a BC Rich model from back in the day? This looks like something Blackie Lawless was wielding on stage once upon a time, Todd McFarlane. You and Blackie go way back, don't you? That's what I thought. It looks like something Blackie Lawless might have. Or maybe a Kerry King back in the day when he was repping the BC Rich. I don't know who plays BC Rich anymore, and I think BC Rich got bought up by like Gibson or one of the other makers, I'm sure. But this is very cool, very 80s stylized guitar. The whammy bar, that big old whammy bar there, looks like something Brian Setzer would have on his guitar, but not a bad piece of business. Fits into the thing, fits into everything with the Hellfire Club. I'm here for that. But now we're diving into the Hellfire Man himself. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. Let me tell you, there's fuss right off the get-go with this one. Got some big old devil horns right there. Those devil horns are big. Reminds me of goat horns, which obviously a lot of people think the goat, the devil. You've seen the imagery before. Looking very cool, and almost some dragon kind of wings on the back, like a young Fin Fang Foom once upon a time. It's got that going on. You got that bright devilish skin. You got the bright yellow eyes. Got those jagged, crazy teeth. I think you show this to the average Joe, you say, good guy or bad guy? They're probably going to say, oh yeah, that's a bad guy. But in this world, he's a good guy. It's the Upside Down after all, but he is the Hellfire Man, but a new head sculpt for this one. Very, very cool. Now the rest of the body, we've seen a lot of this before. We've seen these arm bracers down here. These nice spiked silver ones before. We've seen the horns on the side for the braces on the bicep. We've seen this with Beastman historically over the years. This top over the top here, all in black. This looks to be Triclops reuse, so you got to get the most out of your molds. The body we've seen used numerous times. Got Eternia's finest loincloth down here in gray. He's got the Hellfire Club Championship here. I think he rolled the dice correctly like 9 times in a row, and I think that's how he won that. You got the orange skin tone there. You got the black boots going on. Looks like what we would normally see out of course, Masters Universe Origins figures. Now, articulation can be identical between both of these, so we'll walk through it here with Hellfire Man. Remember, you can pop the legs, arms, heads, everything can pop off if that is your thing. Arms all the way around for us there. Single jointed elbows, side to side. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable. Got to put the horns up. Got to throw the horns on there. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down, removable. I can see people making customs out of this head as well. Hula hoop, or not hula hoop, just traditional waist on this guy here. Splits if you need it. Legs go up, legs go out. Very tight in the knee department, but single jointed knee, a little side to side. Boot cut, of course, ankles up, down, back and forth as well. Our usual Masters Universe Origin style articulation here. And he also should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Using code Kyle, save 10%. There it is. Now, a lot of reuse on this one, but enough stuff, especially the head and the accessories, to make it feel brand new. You know I'm here for that. Looking pretty cool. I guess this is the big battle here. Hordak and Hellfire Man. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? But we're not done. We did get the Demogorgon once upon a time. You remember that Demogorgon? That could be the stealer of the show here if I can get him to stand up. He's very top heavy. There we go. And we did get Vecna along the way. Remember Vecna? Never forget him. Looking good. Get them all staying. And then we did get a Skeletor and a He-Man. Very cool Skeletor and He-Man as well. I like their kind of dungeon-y colors, Dungeons and Dragons colors, dingy colors, dark colors, whatever you want to call it. They're very dirty wash to them. I like that look a lot. And quite the subline here. Growing out this subline of Stranger Things Masters Universe. Never had this on my bingo card, but here we are today. Really liking this one. This Hellfire Man, very, very cool figure. One of the better figures we've had from the Origins line in a while. Even though we don't know anything about the character or anything, it's just a cool figure is a cool figure sometimes. It'll be very interesting to see, where does this line go in the future? Is this it? Could we possibly get another set in the future? I guess we'll wait, just like you have to if you want to see the future, unless you got a time machine, Todd McFarlane. You're exactly right. But not a bad showing right here. I know all these series in the past have went to clearance, so you can play a little clearance roulette if you want to. You can maybe play the long game on this. However, we know Christmas holidays here. Target's going to have a lot of sales. Have a feeling you can probably get this as part of a sale sometime before the year is up, if that is your thing right there. But there it is, Hordak and Hellfire Man. Be interested to hear your thoughts on this set. You picking it up? Long game, no game, hard pass game? I'm not so sure game. Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also check out YouTube channel memberships if that is your thing as well. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for another Stranger Things Masters unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
It's party time!